Welcome to Braves Country Radio. We are excited to bring you a brand new season, your home for the classic call of radio baseball.
I state your name.
I state your name.
Do hereby pledge allegiance to the
Armchair.
with liberty for all.
You're in Braves country.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention now to the area in front of the pitcher's mound for tonight's ceremonial first pitch.
You can't drink like me, you can't smoke like me. So don't try and be like me. Let's party together.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
What the hell's going on out here? Well, scared because his eyelids are jammed in his old man's hair. We need a live rooster to take the curse off Jose's glove, and nobody seems to know what to get Millie for their wedding present. We're dealing with a lot of
Baseball is a beautiful thing. It's more beautiful in an old park. It's asymmetrical and quirky. But even in a dome with artificial turf, it's beautiful. The way the field fans out, the choreography of the sport, the pace and rhythm of it, the fact that that pace and rhythm allows for conversation and reflection and opinion and comparison.
In right field, the crowd is tormenting Strawberries, singing, Darryl, Darryl. Little roller up along first, behind the man. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win.
And there's a fly ball deep to left. It's on its way. There it goes. And the Yankees are going to the World Series. Aaron Boone.
Ground ball stabbed by Polk. He has it. He underhands to first for the first time in 86 years. The Red Sox have won baseball world championship. Can you believe it?
It's a pastime, something you do. It's entertainment, something you watch.
And it's a shared experience, something you talk about and read about. But you can apply those same three criteria to other things. What makes baseball special is that it's the best game that's ever been devised.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
Sure as God made green apples, someday the Chicago Cubs are going to be in the World Series.
A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it in front of Rizzo. It's in five. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series. Cubs win. What a lucky break. The good Lord wants the Cubs to win.
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
If baseball is about caring, about loyalty and rivalry,
Braves fans are on their feet hoping for some kind of a bleeder or a seeing-eye single. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball hit high and deep down the right field line. It's going back, back, back. Is it fair? Is it zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lam-a ding dong, a 3-run shot, and your Atlanta Braves have taken a 1-run lead. She's gone, baby!
There's a very peaceful thing. It was created and played in pastures and meadows. There's grass, there's outdoors, there's everything that people thought was American and feel about America you get in a ballpark. And it's the wonder of walking through that dark tunnel and seeing a huge open space where men play the little boy's game.
People will come. They come for reasons they can't even fathom. Not knowing for sure why they're doing it. They'll arrive at your door as innocent as children, longing for the past. They sit in shirt sleeves on a perfect afternoon. They have reserved seats somewhere along one of the baseline. Back when they were children, cheered their heroes. It'll be as if they'd dipped themselves in magic waters. The memories will be so thick that I've brushed them away from their faces. People will come. The one constant through all the years has been baseball. America has rolled by like an army of steamrollers. Been erased like a blackboard. Rebuilt and erased again. Baseball to mark the time. This field, this game, it's a part of our past. It reminds us of all that once was good, and it could be again. Oh, people will come. People will most definitely come.
We're all told at some point in time we can no longer play the children's game. We just don't know when that's going to be. Some of us are told at 18, some of us are told at 40. But we're all told.
I believe in the Church of Baseball. I've tried all the major religions and most of the minor ones. I know things. For instance, there are 108 beads in a Catholic rosary, and there are 108 stitches in a baseball. I prefer metaphysics to theology. You see, there's no guilt in baseball, and it's never boring. It's a long season, and you gotta trust it. I've tried them all, I really have, and the only church that truly feeds the soul day in, day out is the Church of Baseball.
Which team do you play for?
Well, I'm a...
Well, I was just wondering, because I couldn't figure out why you would throw home when we've got a 2-run lead. You let the tying run get on second, and we lost the lead because of you.
Touch them all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
You're in Braves country. If there's a bigger thing going on right now, I don't know what it is. We're down to one strike here. Gurriel, the last hope for the Houston Astros. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced over to Dansby. Dansby fires it over to Forrest. And here comes the dog pile. Fire the
Cannons in the battery! Do the chop! All throughout Braves country, pop that top! Your Atlanta Braves have won it all!
Here's a list of the players we'll be inviting to camp.
I never heard of half of these guys, and the ones I do know are way past their prime.
Most of these guys never had a prime.
This guy here is dead.
Cross him off, then.
The local press seems to think we'd save everyone a lot of time and trouble if we just went out and shot ourselves.
We got uniforms and everything.
You know, you might think about taking Jesus Christ as your savior instead of fooling around with all this stuff.
I like him very much. He no help with curveball.
You're trying to say Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball?
But I'll tell you, these fans are great. Listen to them. Hey, way to go, Rick. All of Ohio loves you. Come on, baby. Come on, Ricky. Come on, Ricky.
The game doesn't stink. It's a great game.
You know, one of the best things about being an ex-big leaguer is getting freebies to the game. Call the front office, bingo. And once these fans recognize me, I probably won't even have to pay for my light beer. Down it! I love them. Good seats, huh?
You're in the wrong seat, buddy. Come on.
Oh, I must be in the front row.
Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We direct your attention now to home plate.
Please remain standing. We call your attention to our band here today. They will be jointly directed. And now, another fixture. Our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce today's teams as participants in this historic game.
Play ball! Good seats, hey, buddy. He missed the tag! He missed the tag! He missed the tag!
It
is the American game. You see a guy hit the ball out the ballpark, and that same guy can come up tomorrow in that situation and miss the ball and lose the ball game. Can bring you up here, it can bring you down there. One thing about it, though, you know it always will be a tomorrow. You got me today, but I'm coming back.
Think about it. What is there in your life, besides your love of family maybe, that carries all the way through from almost your earliest recollections till the day you die, and you care about it in one way or another? There are very, very few things that make that list, but we have a child's interest in baseball, so it will be one of the few things in my life that I have cared about in one way or another all the way through.
There's a lot of wonderful stillness in baseball that I love. Milliseconds of stillness. When the pitcher has got the sign, the batter is crouched, the ball players all lean forward with their hands on their knees, and then very shortly the ball is delivered. But in that tiny period when the pitch and the fever of the crowd is tangible, there's a moment of absolute stillness that I treasure.
The best of us keep as much of that childhood with us as we grow into adulthood as we can muster. And the most creative, the most happy, the most fortunate of us are those who don't lose the sense of play. And even after we're past the point of being able to actually play the game with any skill, if we love it, then it's like Peter Pan. We remain boys forever. We don't die.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the radio news.
Sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. There is nothing wrong. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both things and ideas. You've just crossed over into
Adventures in Time and Space.
We offer you Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
Hi, folks. Join us now for another Braves ball game. Yes, sir. This is the one we've been waiting for. This is it. This makes you feel like it's spring and baseball, no more measles, and free tickets to the circus.
You're in Braves Country.
This is a reminder. Disorderly conduct will not be tolerated. Please respect your fellow fan and refrain from any unruly behavior. Failure to comply with these guidelines will result in ejection.
It's all mixed up with peanuts, tobacco juice, and a hearty feeling among the fans, joshing each other. Always this raucous, good spirit. Everybody came to have a good time. The whole stands full of people all roaring. In baseball, never known an instance where so instantly a whole crowd could be brought to its feet, roaring with delight over just a clean crack of a bat against the ball.
A lot of room in right center. If he hits one there, we can dance in the streets.
Drive and a base hit! Just as the score of the tying run. Green to the plate. And he is saved! We're 1 out away, Braves country, from a trip to the World Series. Whatever superstition you've got, do it. The entire city of Atlanta, the entire South is standing on their feet. trying to will the Braves into the World Series. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And swung on and ripped over to Dansby Swanson. Dansby's got it. He fires over to first. Baby, sound the trumpets. Do the job through the streets. Your Atlanta Braves are headed to the World Series. And the place is going bananas.
Although edited, tonight's thriller contains suspense and violence which may be unsuitable. Parental discretion is advised.
You're in Braves country.
Good afternoon, Braves country. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday afternoon. Welcome into another edition of Braves Country Baseball. Atlanta Braves versus the New York Yankees. Does not get any bigger than that. As soon as the 3D kicks in, we will bring it to you. Just a few minutes away from first pitch. New York Yankees wearing their home whites, dark blue pinstripes down the center, interlocking NY in blue, representing the city of New York, and for that matter, the state of New York. Blue ball cap in the interlocking white NY. And in the Yankees lineup today, it'll be Trent Grisham in center, leading off, 12 home runs and a .210 average. Ben Rice, the designated hitter, batting second. The designated hitter has 32 home runs, 75 RBI, .260 average. Helio Ramos is batting third, 9 home runs. Luis Garcia batting cleanup, playing first, 24 home runs, a .282 average. Jazz Chisholm batting fifth, playing second, 17 home runs, .215 on the year. Spencer Jones is in right field and batting seventh with 5 home runs and a .217 clip. George Lombard Jr., 5 for 13 on the year to start his career with 2 home runs, 2 RBIs. That equates to a .385 average. McMahon is batting 8th and playing third, and Wells is batting 9th and behind the plate. For your Atlanta Braves on this Sunday afternoon. Leading off behind the plate, it's Drake Baldwin. 20 home runs, a .272 average. Ronald Acuna Jr. batting second, playing right. 28 RBI, .247 average. Matt Olson batting third, playing first, 33 home runs, 71 RBI, .267 average, a real contender for the NL MVP. Michael Harris II batting cleanup and playing center field, patrolling center field for your Atlanta Braves. The Hawk has 20 home runs and 66 RBI, .291 clip. Ozzie Albies batting fifth, playing second, 19 home runs, 63 RBI, .259 average. The Yaz is in left today, and he's batting seventh, 8 homers, .229 average. Austin Riley batting eighth, playing third, 14 home runs, 57 RBI, .222 on the year. And Kid Dynamite, Jim Jarvis, he's batting .242 on the year with a homer and 11 RBI. Calling balls and strikes behind the plate today, it's Dan Bellinger. The first base umpire, Derek Thomas. Second base will be manned by Dan Merzel. And down the first base line down the third baseline, it's Dan Merzel. Let me redo that because I'm not sure what I just said. Bellinger is behind the plate. Thomas is at first. Rippinger is at second, and down the third baseline, it's Dan Merzel. There we go. Thank you for the early contributions. We got Slipito. And Sin Good, been good. 5. Thanks for the fiver in there as well. Sin Good. Got 1 from Sleepy Toe, 5 from Sin Good. That's a total of 6. And if we come up on first pitch, I want to make sure I get in Scotty B. Dropping a 10 spot. Y'all know where that quote comes from. We accept that one of us. I just love the sound of that. Found it during the off season. It's an old. Talking about the movie's about 100 years old. Maybe I'll break it down sometime when we have a chance. Good to see everybody in the chat. I think they had some kind of a minor ceremony here at Yankee Stadium. That's why we're waiting a couple of minutes for first pitch. It looks like they got that all squared away. I do want to make that note for y'all. If you haven't seen it, next weekend is they're doing 2 of them these days. This is the second of the alumni weekends. Anything for $1, right? But anyways, they're going to have a couple of ceremonies on Friday and Saturday. We're going to come on at the normal time. I just don't know how long they're going to take. So we're going to kind of gauge that and see if we can get some insight on that, we'll share it with you going into the ball games. But I did see that, well, I actually have it written on my calendar, but it was reminded to me on a clip yesterday morning that next week is alumni weekend. So once this 3D kicks in, we will bring it to you. Braves are in their road grays. Atlanta across the chest in red outlined in navy. Same with the tomahawk underneath the word Atlanta, striped in gold. The piping down the center of the sleeves and on the center of the jersey and on the sleeves, as well as down the side of the pants, also red and navy. And the numerals on the back, red and navy. Names are in navy. Navy ball cap with the A, capital A. The correct A, not the one confused for the Crimson Tide. And that is representing the city of Atlanta from Boston to Milwaukee to the A. Your Atlanta Braves, America's team since 1871, the longest running sports franchise in North American history. And it's time to play ball. And once the 3D kicks in, we will rock it to you. Ball starts there. Wait for it to kick in once again. Let's try this one more time. There we go. And there we go. Cam Schlittler. Throwing his final warm-up tosses. Left to right across the outfield for the New York Yankees. It's Ramos, Grisham, and Jones. Round the horn, third to first, McMahon, Lombard, Chisholm, and Garcia. Wells is behind the plate, and of course, it's Cam on the mound. You'll be hearing me say Cam more often than Schlittler because I don't want to make a radio faux pas. We're being told by Jason, 19 different radio stations around this great world. And as Drake Baldwin digs in, we dig in, and yes, sir, it is baseball time in Braves country. First pitch on the way. Half swing and a miss. Upstairs for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 count. Kicks and fires. Down and away. 1-0. What you'll get from Cam today is a 5-pitch mix. He lies heavily on that four-seamer. Why not? It's a good one. Upper 90s. Straight as an arrow. That thing sizzles. The 1-1 from Cam. Down and into him. His cutter, 26% of the time, and the sinker, 19% of the time. All three of those pitches average over 95 miles an hour. He does have a curveball that he throws in about 8% of the time to keep you honest. The 2-1 pitch, swing, chops it foul, sinker, 2-2. And a slider that he rarely throws, but it is in his arsenal at about 1% of the time. New York Yankees, winners of 12 World Series and 41 AL pennants. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three, 100 miles an hour. And there's one away. They also chip in with 21 AL East titles since the division play began. 10 wild cards. And this is the second version of Yankee Stadium that opened up in 2009. Ronald Acuna Jr., the batter. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way. Swing. Acuna falls down, and the ball is lifted high and into the upper deck over the first base side. It's 0-1. Atlanta Braves have won 16 world titles to compare, so the two most successful franchises in baseball history. The 0-1 pitch right there on the outer edge. It's 0-2. 4 in the World Series era for Atlanta. The 0-2 count. Brings it. Swing, chopper, back towards the mound. Schlittler with plenty of time. Acuna jogging down the line. He's out on a 1-3, and there's 2 down. Braves have also won 18 NL pennants, 18 NL East titles, 23 titles in total back to the days of the NL West. As the first pitch upstairs. First strike, it's 0-1. And we've also been a wild card 3 times. The 0-1 count. Brings it in the dirt. 1-1. Matt Olson coming in with 33 home runs. I mean, you got to start, I think nationally you'll start hearing his name in the MVP race. The 1-1. Turns and kicks. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Infield once again is playing back into the right with the left-hander. outfield deep and straight away. The 1-2 to Matty. Schlittler kicks, swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll end the inning. So, Braves go down 1-2-3 with 2 strikeouts from Schlittler. That's what you can expect. Cam is a fireballer. We'll be back in a flash here on Braves Country.
Get this bus moving. Stop. Come back. Too late.
Roll call! Yeah, roll call!
You're in Braves Country.
Good to see Uncle Charlie, JC. The Badger. Welcome back, Badger. Danielle. No, Sale did not get ejected. PETA, James Ray, Chop Shop, Slibito. We're always winning when you're in Braves Country, PETA. Come on now. Now, come on. The SS87. Mark Ricky Ricardo. Lucy, he's on Slibito. Randy G. Rebecca. Tim Panel. I'm not sure which one this is. I get the two of them confused now. I don't know if this is the one in Virginia or the other one. But anyways, good to see you. I used to be able to tell by the Virginia. It's the first pitch on the way. Up top misses high from Grant Holmes. It's 1-0. Grant Holmes facing Trent Grisham. The 1-0 pitch, fouls it back. 1-1.
I play real sports, not trying to be the best at exercising. I'm Teddy Powers! I'm the man who has the ball, so that is why I am better than everyone in the world.
So Randy G, Ben Gamblin. The 1-1 pitch is right there for a strike. Grant looks in, brings it. Swing chopper on the ground, over to second. Long way to go for Ozzie, but he's got it. He'll flip it to Olsen. Good nifty glove work over there by the Wiz, and there's one away. Left to right across the outfield for your Atlanta Braves, it's the Yaz, the Hawk, and the Raja. Round the horn, third to first. Riley, Kid Dynamite, the Wiz, and the Ice House. Drake is behind the plate. Grant Holmes is on the bump. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way. Down and in. Taken for a ball. It's 1-0. You wonder if Acuna Matata or the Ice House, I'll just leave it at those two, if they can actually sync up one of those Cam Schlittler's fastballs, that ball is going to leave the state of New York. The 1-0. Outside wide 2-0. Like I said yesterday, you could make the argument he's got the best stuff on the team, but he's looked upon as the number 3, number 4, depending on how well Rodon is pitching. The 2-0 count. Swing and a miss. 2-1, and that's why I think the Yankees are going to be a tough out in the American League playoffs. I know a lot of Yankee fans are worried about how well the Red Sox are playing and all that. I think the Red Sox are going to make the playoffs, the postseason. The Yankees are going to be right there, the 2-1. Chops it down the line. 2-2. And, of course, you can't forget about the Rays. But you get in a series with the Yankees, and they have their And that's why I don't think they're going to chase positioning that last week of the season. They're going to set their lineup, the 2-2. Swing chopper on the ground over to Olsen. He'll step on the pillow, and there's 2 down. You get in a short series with the Yankees, man, you wish the Dodgers had to face them in their early going, but they're not the same league. But, I mean, that's a tough ask. You're going to go up against Fried, Cole, Cam, Rodon. If it goes 4, it's just a 3-game series. Pick your poison. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Ramos, the batter, saw that Rodon's on his way back on the mend. Is the 0-1 right there at the knees, 0-2. And it looked like positive news that I read yesterday on him. So if he's pitching well, and I know he's had his struggles, but if he's pitching well, it's going to be a tough team to knock out. And Judge should be back by then. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got himself the first strikeout, and we'll go to break. Good guys grab the sticks when we return here in Braves Country.
I play real sports, not trying to be the best at exercising. I'm Teddy Powers! I'm the man who has the ball, so that is why I am better than everyone in the world.
Where do you come from? Where do you hail from?
You're in Braves Country.
It's always great to hear where everybody's listening here in Braves Country. I didn't realize y'all were talking about today. It was happening as I was getting warmed up. Chris Sale, what's his name, Eric? I think he's a Yankees writer is why I have him in this, because I don't recognize. Yeah, he's a Yankees writer. He said Chris Sale pulling from the Earl Weaver, Billy Martin deck, ejected from today's game before the first pitch. Absolutely hilarious. And why the hell not? What's he going to do? I mean, it's going to cost him a game check. So it's not like it doesn't cost him anything, but obviously he's not needed. Tucker, Georgia, Grove City, Ohio. I don't know if I missed some that were mixed in as I was sifting through the... Because once I saw a second or third, I thought you were talking about yesterday's game. I was like, no, he didn't. But I did catch the... And I understand why they were ticked off, because finally got the explanation as Cam Schlittler goes back to work. First pitch on the way to Michael Harris, second. He's right there for a strike. It's 0-1. So for those of y'all that missed what happened with that Chris Sale thing, it's the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 0-2. He declared that he was going to pitch from the windup with the runner on base, and they've never done this ever. But I guess it's something they're cracking down on. If you're going to do that, you have to declare it every batter now. But according to Walt Weiss, that was never relayed to them, and that's something that you would have an actual conversation about, right? It's not something that the umpires are just going to enforce and not tell anybody. So the league office should have said that if that's the case, the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Cam Schlittler. Cam 3 strikeouts in the first 4 batters. Remember, this is the first time the Braves have seen Cam. He hasn't gone to bat yet, so we'll take the Yaz to click, and we'll take the Braves to win a very low-scoring game. I'm going to say 3-2. We got a full bullpen, and Cam, who can struggle from time to time, first pitch high and out of the zone, it's 1-0. And it kind of comes out of nowhere. I followed his career from playing the fantasy end of it for a long time, and the player props and whatnot. but 9 times out of 10, the kid's money. Pitch down and in for a ball, it's 1-0. And he was absolutely stellar in the postseason last year. Ozzie Albies open the stance from the left side. Defense back into the right. The 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss upstairs. Two and one. The 2-1. Bringing it up and around, 2-2. So a 2-2 count. About the only way you can beat a guy like Cam is you're going to have to be able to hit his fastball, all his high heat, but you got to run his pitch count up one way or the other and get him out of the game. That's about it. Remember, the Yankees have used quite a bit of their bullpen these last 2 wins. The 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. And so far, Cam has 4 strikeouts and 5 at bats, and he does not have any issue with the pitch count. He's only thrown 20 pitches. So you do the math. He has not wasted much out there. Monday versus St. Louis, he went 3 innings, couldn't get out of the 4th, gave up 4 earned runs, 5 walks. His control was really struggling. First pitch right there. The strike is 0-1. As soon as I saw that, I was like, well, he never does 2 back-to-back, not normally. And then I looked how it lined up. I go, of course he's going to be playing this. Of course. The 0-1 in the dirt, 1-1. So a 1-1 count. Little over that considering that he's only got the 2 outs in this inning. But yeah, essentially, JC, the 1-1 pitch, swing, fouls it back. And remember, once again, the Braves haven't seen this guy. So the second time through the lineup, and if he goes the 3rd time, which he's trending in that direction, you're going to see some better at-bats, but the kid is elite. I mean, folks can try to scoff at him all they want, who may be Yankee hitters, but the kid is elite. The 1-2, swing, fouls it back. He came onto the scene last year, and it was just unbelievable. You're talking about a kid in his early 20s. It's very rare that someone comes up and looks like that in his early 20s. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Punch out number 5. Hell, we might see history if the Braves don't straighten up. We'll be back in a flash. 0-0 your score. Grant's turn when we return here in Yankee Stadium.
Kidding? It's not about muscle. It's simple physics. Calculate the velocity v in relation to the trajectory t, in which g, gravity, of course, remains a constant. It's not complicated.
Now, who are you again?
Assistant to the traveling secretary.
You're the guy who put us in that Ramada in Milwaukee.
You want to talk about hotels? Or you want to win some ball games?
Hey, we won the World Series.
In 6 games.
And there's quickly 2 away. Just 7 pitches into the inning. Freddie Freeman comes to the plate. Here's the first pitch to Freddie Freeman, hit high and deep in center field. It's going back. Zip, boom, bam, it's gone! The Braves lead it 5-4. Freddie Freeman comes through in a big way. He takes Josh Hader deep. The Atlanta Braves lead it 5-4 on the bat of Freddie Freeman. The crowd is going bananas.
In 1882, owners of Midwestern clubs left out of the National League established a league of their own, the American Baseball Association. Its games cost just a quarter, its teams played on Sundays, and its ballparks sold liquor. The new Beer and Whiskey League drew bigger, rowdier crowds. The stands filled with working men and immigrants, not the middle-class, native-born fans who followed the National League. It was baseball's heyday. Competition flourished, play improved. attendance skyrocketed, and huge wood and iron grandstands were built in all the big cities. The two leagues staged an end-of-the-season championship for fans who could not get enough baseball.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way is right there for a strike. Luis Garcia, it's 0-1. Righty-lefty matchup. The infield back into the right. The 0-1. Swing fouls it away. 0-2. I've been in a dynasty baseball league, fantasy for years. And anyways, long story short about Cam, when he first started coming up and they said that he could be making his debut, I went back and watched his film down in the minors. I was like, good Lord. And I scooped him up as quick as I could. Almost broke the computer trying to get over the 0-2 in the dirt, 1-2. So 1-2 count, because some of these guys that they build up, you see the video and you're like, okay, he's good, but it's not blowing you away. A 1-2 pitch, swing, chopper down the line. On that note, Jackson Jobe came back after Tommy John yesterday for the Tigers, taking one of the spots that was traded away at the deadline. He pitched okay. He's in his early career, and he's always been a big-time prospect. Jobe has struggled with command. 1-2, down and in 2-2. But he's a name you can expect to hear for years to come from Detroit. 2-2 to Garcia, the former National, acquired at the deadline by the Yankees. Grant brings it in the dirt, 3-2. And of course, Grant and Garcia are very familiar with each other. Grant with 1 strikeout on the day. Cam with 5 if you're just joining us. Just getting going here in the bottom of the second. The payoff pitch. Swing, smoked over to Ozzie Albies. An atom ball, 1 hopper, in between hopper, and Ozzie Albies flips it and rips it 1 away. That ball was absolutely crushed. If he doesn't come up with that ball, that is not going to be an error. It really gets me that some of these so-called experts, the writers for the Braves, have put down Ozzie for years for his glove. I'm like, man, he's a good fielding second baseman. Is he the best? No, but he's very good. He's the pitch right there, swing and a miss, Jazz Chisholm. It's 0-1. And those years spent with Ron Washington really helped develop him. So I give a lot of credit to Ron, but Ozzie continues to play good baseball. I would love to get Ron back, though. I just feel like some of the fundamentals are gone from this team. And he would know how to stress it to the players. The 0-1 pitch, swing, smokes it towards right. That ball's down for a base hit. And Acuna misread it at first, but comes up to it, makes the grab. He thought that ball was hit a lot harder. He was drifting back towards the warning track and realized this long grass here at Yankee Stadium, that ball just died. But Jazz did not want to test Acuna's arm, and so there's 1 on and 1 out. Good to see a big truck, Nickel the Pickle. What else do we have in here? First pitch swinging, that ball is chopped over to second. Jim Jarvis only has 1 play, barely has enough time, fires it to first, and Jones is out by about a quarter step, 2 down. Slow developing chopper. Jones has got really good speed, the right fielder, and he was busting out of the box. JJ made the right call and gave up. Ooh, that's going to be close. Yep, he got him. Quarter step. We may even say that's an 1/8 of a step. Half a quarter? What's half a quarter? A 12.5-cent step? A dime? Wooden nickel? So runner at second, 2 outs, and Grant looks in. The pitch. Swing, rolls it on the ground up the middle. Jim's got it. JJ flips it. Olsen grabs it, and that'll end the inning. We go to the top of the third here in Yankee Stadium. Atlanta Braves. Yankees, 0-0.
What's for dinner? Hey, Chef, what's for dinner?
My favorite. What's for dinner? Get in my belly!
Blob, the Blob, Blob Barker, Blob of the Hut, and Rub-a-Dub Chub.
What do you want for dinner?
I don't care.
One large jambalaya, please.
Jambalaya.
Biggie can't fit through doorway.
Oh, this is fantastic.
You got my shirt at the Big and Tall shop? When did I make the crossover? I can't feel my hands.
You gonna eat your cornbread? It's the wood that makes it good.
Oh my God, I'm fatter than the skipper.
No and then.
And then.
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 I refuse to play your Chinese food mind games.
You sure you know what you're doing?
Yeah, Chinese food seems kind of complicated.
Well, maybe for a less experienced chef.
That ketchup?
It's just a base. You don't understand cooking.
Hey, you know what? I just figured out what I want for dinner. A nice hot bowl of shredded stew.
Gazpacho, por favor.
Por favor.
I'm part Spanish.
Adios, muchacho.
Maybe you're getting cheese ball syndrome.
I love broccoli. It's good for you.
Then maybe you'd like to have a piece.
Vile weed!
Hurry up and munch those fries. We've got to get back to work soon.
One large crab bisque to go.
You want bread? You're pushing your luck, little man.
Huh, you know what? I'm sorry. I've had shredded stew before, and it sure as diddly didn't taste like that.
I'll tell you what, a refill on this delicious exotic tea.
That's duck sauce.
That is good.
We're trying to lose weight.
Fatty McButterpants.
Lay off there, I'm starving.
I'm gonna order some pizza. A little neighborhood joint called Domino's.
Domino's?
Everybody enjoying the food so far?
Oh my God, yes. We're gonna come tomorrow night and every other night for the rest of our lives.
Oh, and don't cheap out on the tip. We all know you're loaded now.
What's for dinner?
Welcome back. Cam goes back to work, and the Yaz will come to the plate. First pitch, high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. What you'd really like to do is work walks or whatever, get runners on base and see how that might change his delivery. But as of right now, he's just been working out of the stretch. The 1-0, high and out of the zone. Ball 2-0. 98 miles an hour on that one. 2-0 count, and the fastballs in the early count. Man, if you're not getting them in, middle in, you're kind of wasting your time as the 2-0 swing rattles that back foul 2-1. That one right there, if Yaz makes contact on that, it's going to be a pop-up in the infield. He's got good movement on his pitches, so you're looking for middle in if you're a righty or a lefty. The 2-1 count. Swing, rips it middle in, and that ball's down the line. That's going to be extra bases, gets down where the green grass grows. Here comes the Yaz around first, heading to second base, and it's a leadoff double for your Atlanta Braves.
That's it, yes. Put everything on it. Don't hold back anything.
Yabba, dabba, do. Yahoo!
Hanging curveball on that one. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for something middle in. Now, obviously, if you get 2 strikes, you got to swing. But early in the count, make him hit his spots. Righty-righty matchup. Austin Riley, the batter. First pitch on the way. Swing, pop-up. Chase went off the outer part of the plate, and that'll be the pop-up. That's what we were talking about earlier. He just has too much velo on that. But if you don't time it, you're going to have to hit it absolutely perfect on to drive it. And there's quickly one down after the double. That'll bring Jim Jarvis to the plate. Yaz at second, 1 out. And the first pitch on the way is down and in. For a ball, it's 1-0. Braves nothing, Yankees nothing. Top of the third inning. Appreciate everybody spending their Sunday afternoon here in Braves country. The 1-0 pitch. right down the pipe. 98 miles an hour, 1-1. 1-1 count. Infield back into the right, outfield straight away. Pitch on the way, swing. Laces it towards center field, but right at the center fielder out there, Trent Grisham for out number 2. Not a bad swing there by JJ. Hit it right into the teeth of the defense. I don't know about y'all, but I cannot wait till October baseball. Not trying to rush the summer along. Still feel like there's a few more dips left into the water before we hit that October baseball. This is going to be a fun year on both sides of the American League. And hopefully the Braves continue to play well when we get into the National League. Righty-lefty matchup. The Drake to the plate. Maybe he can get the run home. First pitch from Cam. Kicks and fires. Chases one off the plate. Pops it back over the third base dugout. It's 0-1. Playing into his hand when you swing at that stuff. The 0-1 count. Cam looks back. Yaz over at second. And brings it. Swing. Lifted. High into left field, but not deep enough. Whoa, they're having a hard time finding it. Finally fights the sun. Ramos had his hands up like I don't know where it is. He finally tracked it down, and that'll end the inning. Bottom of the third we go. Goose eggs across the board. One hit apiece here in Yankee Stadium.
Look, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm tired of talking to you.
As that'll bring Austin Riley to the plate. Austin Riley had the big home run earlier. And Austin Riley, lifetime, is 0 for 2 against Trina. In Atlanta, a single could win this game. Austin Riley stands at the plate. Peterson is on deck. Jock Peterson, by the way, is 2 for 4 lifetime versus Trina. Here's the swung on, and it is roped down the line. It's going to rattle around, and oh, baby boy, here comes Ozzy Albies. He's going to score. The Braves walk it off in fine fashion. Oh, my word, the first pitch, and it is absolutely scooping down the line. How about that?
What do you want? 25 years old. What does a 25-year-old man want?
Hit a parlay and drink some beers with my buddies. And yeah, I'm going to go as far as to say that's any man of any age. That's all we want. Just hit a parlay, drink some beers with the buddies, hit another parlay, drink some more beers, play some more parlays. That's pretty much the 1-2 punch. I'm going to say any man of any age. That's pretty much, that's all we want. That's it.
In 1882, William Hulbert died, and control of the National League and his old team, the Chicago White Stockings, passed to his second-in-command, A.G. Spaulding.
The magnet must be a strong man among strong men. Everything is possible to him who dares. Albert Goodwill Spaulding.
The railroads had Commodore Vanderbilt. Big Steel had Andrew Carnegie. Big Oil, John D. Rockefeller. Baseball had Albert Goodwill Spaulding.
Welcome back. Ryan McMahon, the batter. As Grant Holmes goes back to work. Righty-lefty matchup. What's going on with their strike zone camera? Sometimes if you switch it around, it eventually syncs up. It's been twisting like that for a minute. Hopefully that'll fix it. We'll see what happens. First pitch on the way is swung on and lifted down the right field line. If it's fair, it's trouble. Bounces off the wall down there. So a foul ball just before fair territory, and it's 0-1. McMahon, the batter, the 8-9-1 hitters. McMahon, Wells, Grisham. Pitch right Right there on the outer edge. It's 0-2. The 0-2 just misses outside. Tried to get him to chase one off the plate. Braves nothing, Yankees nothing. The 1-2 pitch down and in. Of course, McMahon, the former Colorado Rocky, came over to the Yankees in a trade at the trade deadline last year. He's very familiar with the Braves pitching staff, the 1-2 pitch. Misses completely, and it's a full count. That slider's starting to struggle here in this third inning. The 2-2. 3-2. Excuse me. That's a walk. They had the screen wrong. I thought that was full count. But anyways, it'll be a no-out walk, leadoff walk for the Yankees. That's where the lack of experience with Drake Baldwin with this first pitch on the way, slider off the plate again. Just want to know. I mean, he is hard-headed with that slider. He will keep going that slider with Grant Holmes. I think we would be better with Grant pitching to Sean Murphy and 1-0 down and in 2-0. And let Drake catch the more established pitchers, because those guys you don't have to worry about. Grant, he will lose control from time to time, and you got to go back to the basics. The 2-0 right there at the knees, 2-1. And now you take a little dip on offense when you put Sean in the lineup, and you can't use Dominic Smith as your DH. You put Drake there, but I think it's worth it in the end. The 2-1 pitch swing. Hit up the middle, grounder, and the fastball is going to get us a double play. Hard hit ball on the ground, but it's right into the teeth of the defense. Jarvis to Olsen, 6-3 if you're scoring at home. So a good pitch there by Grant. The four-seamer, and he smacked it, but he smacked it right up the middle where the Braves were playing. And I get what Drake is doing. He's trying to get Grant to find that pitch. First pitch off the plate. Another slider misses. It's 1-0. I think you're better off when he doesn't have it in a certain inning. You don't discard it completely, but the last 8 pitches he has thrown 6 sliders. The 1-0. Swing lifted. High and deep into right center field. Going back on the track. Making the catch at the wall is Harris. 75% of this world is surrounded by water, the rest by Michael, the Hawk Harris. We go to the 4th in a scoreless ball game.
Good afternoon, everybody.
What a day. I use a drink. Nothing like a cold one after a long day, huh?
So, how much do you drink? I think I'm good for about 10 or 12.
10 or 12 a week? That's not bad.
Well, a week.
You drink 10 or 12 beers a day?
You counting beers, too?
How reckless of me. I made you all wet.
Yes, but my martini's still dry.
She turned out to be a part-time model and a full-time pickpocket.
Oh, yeah. I've been known to drink a beer or two. But then again, I've been known to do a lot of things.
You drinking anymore?
Oh, me? No, I quit drinking,
You
dude.
never gonna drink again? Nope. You wanna stop at the bar by the Chinese restaurant? Just get a quick shot, me and you, and then we'll go? Yeah, the bar they got in the back.
Oh, the Chinese bar? Okay. What's shaking?
All 4 cheeks and a couple of chins.
I thought you said they didn't have alcohol.
Run back to your mix master. Cook up a few more of these.
Cigarette?
No, I never touch them.
Well, I suck them down like Coca-Cola.
I expose people to magic. I expose them to something they're never otherwise going to see in their boring, normal lives. And I gave that to them. I may forget about them tomorrow, but they'll live with that memory for the rest of their lives. And that's a gift, man.
One of the women said that she was afraid she might OD.
I thought that was a limit drop. I didn't think it was tequila.
What's that got to do with me?
You and me are going to have a small talk later on.
I'll be busy thinking of things to say.
Doesn't your wife ever complain that you never spend any time with her?
Would you?
Could you keep it down to a low roar? Some of us have to work.
Put that money down, pal.
Yeah, I'll be ready.
There goes the 2 weeks at camp. I promised the kids this summer.
My birthday, give me a beer, stick a candle in it, and I'll blow out my liver.
Here's to feeling good all the time.
Perfect. Cheers.
Cheers.
This crowd's back into it now.
Cam Schlittler goes back to work. Ron Acuna Jr. leading off for your Atlanta Braves. 0-0 your score, top of the fourth. One-0 pitch. Down and away, ball 2-2-0. The 2-0 count. Takes and fires. Swing, chops it on the ground over to short. It's going to be a 6-3 put out, and there's one away. See everybody in the chat today. We got Eddie jumping in here. PJ, good to see you. Dre. Holmes on Holmes Day. Matt Olson, the batter, 33 home runs on the year. Alice. Pitch on the way, swing, fouls it back. It's 0-1. How many times do you get called in Wonderland? Alice. I bet that is just a constant thing. The 0-1 count. Swing whistles it back. 0-2. The 0-2 count. If I thought enough people would get the reference, I think a good nickname would be the new girl in town. But I don't know if a lot of folks would get that reference. The 0-2 in the dirt. 1-2. And if you do get that reference, try to get that theme song out of your head right now. 0-0 your score. The pitch to Olson. Swing and a miss, blew it right by him, strike 3. This kid is, he is special. He is impressive. Michael Harris the second. That's another one if you can get a hold of one. First pitch high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. He makes his mistake on a cutter in on Michael. Michael can tee it up. That thing will get blasted. 1-0 from Cam. Outside wide 2-0. Michael, 20 home runs on the year, batting .291. Struck out his first time up. The 2-0 pitch. 3-0. No runs, 1 hit, no errors for Atlanta and New York. Ditto across the board. The 3-0 to Harris. Right down the pipe. Cutter, man, that's the one. That's the pitch. I know with 3-0, Michael doing the right thing, taking that pitch, but that is the pitch. If he clocks that one, that is right in his wheelhouse. The 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Upstairs. Sizzling at 99 miles an hour. and it's a full count. Cam with a 6-pack of strikeouts already. Here steps out of the box, digging back in. High socks and all from Cam. And Harris. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, blew it right by him. Michael had it to do over. He would have swung at that 3-0 pitch. That ball was the best pitch all at bat. We go to the bottom of the 4th in a pitcher's duel here in Yankee Stadium.
What do you think has become so expensive that it's just not worth it anymore?
Life. Thank you for listening.
Hey, Braves country, I'm Mac McGee. Join us for Pitch by Pitch, Play by Play, the classic call of Braves country baseball. We're bringing you Atlanta Braves baseball all year long. Jump into our pregame show, Braves Country Today, just before first pitch. Stick around for the postgame show, Braves Country Tonight, where we will open up the phone lines and react to your calls or your comments all year long. That's Braves Country Radio, pitch by pitch, play by play, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
You don't slap me for telling jokes. That's unacceptable. And the thing is, Will, I love him, but he was, the happy-go-lucky before the slap, and nobody saw that coming, which was weird. 50 Cent had been going ham on Jada. He didn't slap 50 Cent. He slapped 50 pounds. Chris Rock can't defend himself. His hands don't even make fists. You ever see them little hands? He got like little back scratches.
Armchair.
Albert Goodwill Spaulding. He had been the finest pitcher of the 1870s. He learned his baseball from Harry Wright, who had paid him $1,500 a year to pitch for the Boston Red Stockings. In 1876, he left Boston for Chicago, lured by William Hulbert's offer of a $500 raise and 25% of the gate. But Spaulding had still bigger things in mind. At age 27, he stopped pitching entirely to become a full-time promoter of baseball and himself.
Welcome back. Ben Rice, the batter. Swing and a miss at the first pitch in the dirt. It's 0-1. Righty-lefty matchup. 0-1. Slider down and in, nowhere near the zone. 1-0. Yeah, the Yankees rotation, I've been saying all year, I believe, when healthy, it's the best in baseball. But we're going to see the Dodgers at the end of this month. They're not too shabby either. 1-1, swing and a miss. It's 1-2. 1-2 count. And iron sharpens iron. And I do believe that Grant Holmes knew that when he came out today, he was going to have to pitch well. The 1-2 pitch inside. 2-2. We're now going through the lineup for the second time where the Yankee batters are getting to see Grant, and you really don't want him seeing the Yankee lineup a third time through. Is the 2-2 pitch. Another slider in the dirt, 3-2. Drake has got to quit calling. Full count. Swing blasted. High and deep down the right field line. If it's fair, it's gone. It is just foul. Another slider. That one was a hanger. Ben Rice, who comes into today with 32 home runs. He's hit one in this series so far. He was struggling coming into this series, but the Braves have seen him get a couple of big hits. The payoff pitch. Swing. Fouls it back. We'll do it again. With the left-hander, and you got that slider that's not hitting the spot, and that was a cement mixer. It is going right into the wheelhouse of a guy like Rice. The payoff pitch. Swing. Lifted. high and deep into right field. Just got underneath that one. Another hanger, and it's out number one. And though you see Grant with just one hit allowed and the one strikeout, he does have the one walk. You better believe that Hefner and Weiss are paying attention to the fact that they're getting pretty good swings the second time through. We don't have a day off tomorrow, and they'd like to get Grant through 5 or 6 as the first pitch high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. But he tends to run out of gas that second time through, and they really want to win this game. Like, you don't want to get swept. It's not that big a deal in the big picture as the 1-0 inside, 2-0. But you'd like to take one of these heading back. You are playing the Mets the next 3 days at home. A chance to get right no matter what happens in this game. And the Phillies have fallen flat on their face since the All-Star break, the 2-0. Swing and a miss, 2-1. I think they're 8-13 since the All-Star break. I think that's the number I saw yesterday after that loss to Toronto. For you Country Club members, you'll notice we've changed one of the emojis to the magic numbers, the 2-1 pitch. Lifted out there to Acuna for out number 2. We thought about doing, like, in other words, changing it to what it would be if you got the win, but I didn't want to jinx anything. And the other thing is, Philly's playing at the same time. You don't want, it wouldn't be accurate no matter how we did it. So we went with the magic number going into today. First pitch down and in for a ball, it's 1-0. Phillies have a 3-1 lead over the Blue Jays. It's Luzardo on the mound today for the Phillies, but they have coughed up lead after lead. It's the 1-0 outside wide, 2-0. So until I see the final gun popped in that game, I'm assuming the Blue Jays have a chance. The 2-0 count, right down Main Street, 2-1. I watched the end of that game last night. I'd say the last 4 or 5 innings. That was a fun game to watch. I really thought Philly was going to pull it off. Toronto did a hell of a job winning that one. The 2-1 swing. Pop it up. And deep down the line, third base fighting the sun is Austin Riley. And that'll end the inning. We'll be back in a flash. We go to the 5th. 0-0 here in Yankee Land.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
The faces from the past. You've walked past them many times. I don't think you've really looked at them. Go on, lean in. If you listen real close, you can hear them whisper their legacy to you. Listen, you hear it? Seize the day, boys.
Hello.
Toga!
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows.
She did not drink the vodka.
Toga!
Because I drank the vodka.
Objection!
Please be seated, sir. This is not a courtroom.
Well, I object anyway.
Toga!
October 11th.
October 11th, October 12th, and 13th, and 14th.
Toga!
I drank all of those days. I drank. I'm drunk now.
Toga!
I'd rather fight beside you than any army of thousands.
Then take it! It's yours!
Tonight, we are the greatest team in the world. And you were meant to be here tonight. This is your time. Their time is done. It's over. Screw them.
Guys tired?
Go get all the sleep I need and I'm dead.
Forget about the crowds, their fancy uniforms, and remember what got you here.
Toga!
Focus on the fundamentals. We've gone over time and time again.
You damn dirty son of a...
I wouldn't make it a habit calling me that, son.
I want you to remember that no bastard ever won it by dying. You won it by making the other poor dumb bastard die.
Well, that was pleasant. Nice of him to stop by, don't you think? Toga!
And shepherds we shall be, clean, my lord, clean. Power hath descended forth from thy hand, swiftly carry out thy command.
And this crowd's back into it now.
We gotta do something. Absolutely. You know what we gotta do? Toga party. We can't afford to have a toga party. Toga! 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 Toga!
Okay? All right! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let me hear it! Let me hear it!
Ozzie Albies coming on. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way is upstairs and inside to the Wiz. It's 1-0. Braves nothing, Yankees nothing. Top of the 5th inning. The pitcher's duel so far. 1-0, swing. Chops it foul. 1-1. And though the score is the same and the hits are the same, they haven't looked the same. Cam Schlittler has 7 strikeouts. He has just been absolutely dominant. His stuff is just elite. But Grant has done a good job of staying in there, and he's gotten a couple lucky breaks. Some of those hangers that have gone foul, one that they just got underneath. You can't expect that to go on forever. So you got to figure the Braves will be going to the bullpen when they get to the bottom of the order. They won't want to see Grant go versus Grisham and Rice at the top of the order once again. You would think probably Dylan Dodd, but it depends on. They have so many different things that they have outlined before the game that they don't want to use guys on this day and that day and all that. So it depends on who's available. The 1-1, swing, chopper, 1-2. Saw y'all mulling over the pitching, and I'm assuming y'all were talking about the postseason. I put together what I think I would do right now if the playoffs started today. I think Sale would be my 1, and then Molly would be 2, but that really depends on how he does till the end of the year. He had a good outing Friday as the 1-2 pitch, swing, lifted. High into right field. Underneath it is Jones, and there's one away, but you got to take that with a grain of salt. He has not looked that good all year, so you don't know if he can repeat that. But let's just say, for argument's sake, he looks pretty good down the stretch. You don't expect him to do what he did Friday every night, but say he looks solid. And then I would do Elder to Dodd and then Perez to Holmes, or vice versa. You can go Holmes to Perez. They both have experience coming out of the bullpen. And the reason why I would do it that way is because you're talking about messing up someone's lineup as the first pitch is right there. It's 0-1. So if you start Elder, they're going to put in a left-hand heavy lineup if a team has those options, and then you bring Dodd in to fight that off in the middle of the game. And the same thing goes with Perez and Holmes, a lefty and a righty. The 0-1 swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Take that for what it's worth, but that's what I would do, and that's why I think this will be the first time you'll see the Braves carry a 13 pitcher roster into the postseason. They typically do 12 because they wanted that extra bat, usually for pinch running purposes. In the short series, if we're in a wild card series, let's say we don't make the 0-2 outside wide. Let's say we don't chase down a bye, they may still go with the 12 pitcher roster because you only have the 3 games. When you get to that 5-game series, you're going to need the depth in the pitching much more than you will on pinch running for this team. The 1-2 count, swing and a miss, blew it right by him, strike 3. And I would buy that argument more if we hadn't have traded away Eli White and DFA'd Mateo, because those guys have elite speed. Hassan Kim is not coming off the bench and pinch running for many guys on this team. Most of the guys on our team, not counting the catchers and whatnot, are faster or as fast as Kim. First pitch swinging here to the Yaz, misses for a strike. It's 0-1, and they may not even carry Kim. They may just hold him the whole year in case there's an injury up the middle and they've got to cover that spot. They'd rather go to a veteran. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Braves nothing, Yankees nothing. Cam, he's still right there. I mean, he's only thrown, 58 pitches? Do I have that right? Yeah, 58. We're in the 5th inning. The 0-2 from Cam. Swing, whistles it back foul. Yaz did get a double his first time up. The only base hit for the Atlanta Braves so far. Jazz Chisholm, the only hit for the Yankees. The 0-2 pitch, swing lifted. High and deep into center field. Back on the track. Almost deep enough, a few feet short of the wall. Making the catch out there is Grisham. So F8 in your scorecard, we go to the bottom of the 5th. Jazz leads us off when we return here for the Yankees.
Hey, how do you make friends so easily online like you do? Oh, it's easy. I'm a train wreck and people like to watch.
Hey, Braves Country, this is Mac McGee with Braves Country Radio. We are bringing you pitch by pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Please like and subscribe today. It's free, and it helps us bring you more of the game we all love. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
PA plus E equals P.
This is simple for everybody. You have so much God-given talent, and you really can't control that. You can control your effort and your attitude. Positive attitude plus effort equals your performance.
What blows my mind is people willingly back up into parking spots. If someone had a gun to my head and they said back up into that parking spot or parallel park, honey, make that casket pink, because that ain't going to happen.
Albert Goodwill Spaulding. With $800 borrowed from his mother, he opened a sporting goods business. Soon he was manufacturing all the baseballs used in the National League. He then began making bats and uniforms, managing to persuade club owners that each position should have its own distinctive garb. The result was chaos. The team looked like a Dutch bed of tulips, a Chicago sports writer said, and the experiment was quickly abandoned.
You're listening to Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Grant Holmes goes back to work in a 0-0 ball game, trying to get through the 5th. The first pitch swing and a miss to Jazz Chisholm. It's 0-1. You have the 5, 6, 7 hitters due up in this inning. The 0-1 pitch swing smoked on the ground over to Olsen. Right there, G3, one away. If he could get through this 1-2-3, you could see him back out there for the 6th versus McMahon and Wells. But then you would think they would probably, unless there were 2 outs and nobody on, you would think they would probably go to the bullpen. Probably Dylan Dodd. Leon Iglesias should be available today. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss, it's 0-1. But that'll be dictated on where we're at in the ball game. The 0-1 count. Inside, down and in, 1-1. A's lead the Red Sox 2-1. They're in the 4th inning there. The 1-1 pitch, swing, chops it off the ground. Got a piece of his instep there and banged off his knee. 1-2, appears to be okay. The 1-2 from Grant. Outside wide, 2-2. Grant Holmes, by the way, for those of y'all that like to play the ponies, his over-under today in outs was 14.5. So if he gets to this inning, he will have hit that. The strikeout margin was pretty high. It was 4.5, and I thought that was high, considering this Yankee lineup. The 2-2 outside wide, 3-2. And it was quite on the negative, too. I want to say it was like minus 165, minus 185, depending on the book. The payoff pitch. Upstairs. Ball 4. You've got to challenge that. Drake, wake up, son. That was a strike at the top of the zone, and he does not challenge it. Good Lord. You've got to be more aware.
I told you the Drake was bad. I hate the Drake.
Righty-righty matchup, first pitch upstairs. Check swing for a strike, it's 0-1. That's just a bad job defensively once again by Drake Baldwin. He's destined to be a designated hitter down the line for us. You can just see the writing on the wall. The 0-1 pitch. Outside, wide 1-1. And I like Drake as a person. I love watching him bat. But defensively, he is a liability. Teams run on him left and right at will. Huge lead over there at first. The 1-1 swing and a miss one, too. Pretty good speed over there with Jones. You got to keep an eye on that. But that should have been... We should be sitting here with 2 outs right now and nobody on. And you'll notice the Braves pitchers don't challenge. They leave it up to the catcher. And most teams are doing that because, man, your head's bobbing around, moving and whatnot. You're not 100%. And you saw Drake pause, but he didn't do anything about it. The 1-2 swing, slaps it over to first, and we're going to get out of this by the good Lord's luck. A line drive, hard hit ball right to Matt Olson. He'll step on the bag, double it up, and we go to the 6th. Woo-wee! 0-0 your score.
How the hell can you wear a Bears jersey at a Packer game?
This is worse than when you wore the Air Supply t-shirt to the Aerosmith concert.
And to the rest of you, the non-believers, the underachievers, the tweet and deleters, you guys make me sick to my stomachs, fam.
A lot of people work really, really hard for their dreams, but it's not meant for everybody.
That's why you use auto-tune and I don't.
People like making fun of us guys who still wear cargo shorts, aka purse pants. Well, guess what? I can't wear the short shorts that are in style because I hit an age where my might fall at the bottom. Also, I can hold like 3 beers in each cargo pocket. Boom. And lastly, I always have 2 free hands. That means I can give 2 high fives.
Whoa. You're prejudiced against Tommy Macklin because you know he's a white guy. I don't know anything about him. I just told you he was a white guy. So? That's why you hate him. But you know he's a white guy, so you're against him. Well, I ain't prejudiced that way. I ain't prejudiced against no man just because his skin is the same color as my own.
Yeah, Archie has lots of white friends.
Like other captains of industry, Spalding crushed or bought out his competitors, becoming the largest sporting goods manufacturer in the country. Spalding Sporting Goods, its proprietor said, is converting all America to the gospel of exercise. Spalding ran his team and his empire from the private box he built for himself in Chicago's Congress Street grounds, fitted out with a gong to summon servants, and a new invention, a telephone, to keep track of all his enterprises while he watched the game. Newspapers called him the baseball messiah.
Braves Country Radio. Please like and subscribe today. YouTube.com/@Braves Country. Welcome back. First pitch on the way, outside wide. And Cam Schlittler. In a 0-0 game, we go to the top of the 6th. Braves on top just because that's the way the scoreboard looks. 0-0. The 1-0 out and away to it. 1 hit apiece for both teams, no runs.
That's all we got. 1 damn hit.
You can't say damn on the air.
Don't worry, nobody's listening anyway.
The 2-0. Swing and a miss, Austin Riley. Like most folks, he's 0 for 1 on the day. fouled out his first time out. The 2-1 pitch to Riley. Turns and kicks. Out and away, 3-1. You need base runners. You need traffic out there. So if someone does get into one, it's a crooked number, but also you get him out of the stretch, maybe out of his comfort zone a little bit. The 3-1 pitch, swing, pop up. Good Lord. And back behind the plate, shielding his face, making the easy catch. What a bad swing that was by Riley. One away. You got a 3-1 count. Got underneath that. Riley moving a catcher. He's hitting like a catcher, isn't he? Jim Jarvis, the batter. First pitch on the way, right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Treat it like an MLB The Show game. Just put guys where you think they'd be good at. The 0-1 pitch. Right there at the knees. 0-2. Done that from time to time. You'll have some guy back there playing catcher. You know he's hitting next. As long as you keep the guys off the base paths, you don't care because the ball keeps popping out of his glove. But you're like, as long as I can get him off the base paths, we'll be all right. The 0-2 count. Swing and a miss. Why is there a delay? What happened? Okay. The 0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. There we go. And there's 9th strikeout by Cam. Righty-lefty matchup. Drake Baldwin pops one up, and that'll be an easy can of corn. 1 pitch, 1 out. So he's calling a bad game behind the plate, but at least he's popping out. We'll be back in a flash. Bottom of the 6th we go here in Braves country.
All right, say cheese. Oh, I'm vegan, so can't really. Oh my God. Soy.
Look at Soto. He's kicked. He wants to throw the bat at the fans. Let him. That's his manager pulling him away. Boy, how bad is Jody Davis hurt?
A fan threw a beer at Mario Soto, and that incited him. He grabbed a bat and wanted to go after the fan with a bat.
I tell you the truth, my wife and I, we never have sex. Now, we get undressed, we can't stop laughing, you know?
Hey, I'm from an era where we turn everything into a cup. Say what you want, but the salsa glass be making some good salsa water, boy. Yeah, you finish with a little jar of pickles, boy, put some Kool-Aid in there. You use all the ragu out the glass jar? All right, put some soda in there. It's a glass container is empty and it becomes a reusable glass container. Shoot, you having company? Peel that paper off. Oh, y'all fancy over here. This a fancy glass.
Spalding led his White Stockings and a pickup team of all-stars on a round-the-world tour to spread the gospel of the great American game.
We are up at breakfast early as we are to start at 10 o'clock for the pyramids. Camels and donkeys have been secured for the party. The ball players in uniform, as for the first time the Sphinx is to witness a game of baseball. After lunch, we have photos taken at the Sphinx and then proceed to play our historical game of ball with about 200 Arabs for an audience. They took more interest in the game than the average Englishman and did not once refer to it as the old game of rounders, you know.
Bottom of the 6th we go, 0-0 your score. Bottom of the order for the Yankees. It'll be McMahon and Wells, and then back to the top, Grisham, and we'll see where they go there. It wouldn't be the pitch count why they would take Grant Holmes out. He's only at 63 pitches. His counterpart is only at 70. The remarkable part about Cam's pitch count is he's got 9 strikeouts to go with it. Typically, when you got a big strikeout number, your pitch count is pretty high. McMahon takes the first pitch inside for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. Right there at the knees. 1-1 count. Right there inside. 2-0. Been showing this guy on Braves Vision in the Yankee crowd, his shirt off. I hope he's wearing shorts. All you see is his legs crossed with some kind of computer in front of him. He's listening to the game on a device. Maybe a transistor radio is the 2-1. 2-2. I mean, if he knows what he's doing, he's on Braves Country Radio, right? He's probably a Yankee fan, so he might be a little lost. The 2-2 to McMahon. Infield back and to the right. Outfield pretty deep straight away. Grant brings it. Nowhere near the zone. And it's a full count. Standing on deck is Wells. The payoff pitch. Swing chopper. Up the middle, backhanded by Ozzie, throws off balance into the glove of Olsen. Good play, Ozzie Albies. And there's one away. That was not an easy play at all. He just made it look easy.
I'm the Wiz, I'm the Wiz, I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz and nobody beats me.
Austin Wells, your batter, righty-lefty matchup. First pitch swinging, chops it foul. It's 0-1. I haven't seen them peer into the bullpen yet, but you wonder if they've got anybody up and moving the third time through the order. The 0-1 pitch swing. Ball is smoked into right field. It's through for a base hit, and it's a one-out single for the Yankees. Trent Grisham, the batter. Third time through the order. And that's usually where things fall. Up, swing, first pitch, swinging. He ropes it down the line. That ball is drilled into the corner. Acuna plays the hop, juggles it, fumbles it, fires it in the infield. And they'll keep everybody where they're at with only one out and runners at second and third. Ben Rice coming to the plate. And come hell or high water, I am walking Ben Rice. Let's see what they decide to do, but I'm walking him to set up the double play, number one. Number two, I don't want Grant Holmes seeing Ben Rice for a third time. He's 0 for 2, but he has clocked a couple of pitches that have just not fallen. Yankee vision kind of was... they ignored on the Braves, but the out-of-town always looks in and keeps an eye on what Acuna's doing because they can't believe. By the way, Dylan Dodd is warming up in the pen. I'm walking Rice to set up the double play, and you can face Ramos with Grant if you really want to. And then if that doesn't work out, the next two batters are left. The next three batters are lefties. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way. Swing rips it into right field. Through for a big. It's going to be caught by Acuna. Here comes the third of the plate, and it's they sent him and then they sent him back, and Acuna's down on the ground. I hope he's okay. I think he just put everything he got into it. That ball was smoked Acuna on the throw, he went airborne. You don't see that very often in the bigs anymore, but he left his feet. He got everything he could get on it. It was a one-hopper, perfect throw to Drake. And if they do send the runner, he is going to be dead meat. Righty-righty matchup right there for a strike. It's 0-1. You got to take the good with the bad with Acuna. That's just an impressive hose is what that is. He's got an absolute rifle. The 0-1. Swing, chopper off the plate. It's 0-2. Well, once again, I wouldn't have pitched to Rice. He drilled that ball. We're just lucky that he hit it right at Acuna. They're doing it again with the Yankee cast. That they put the stop sign up for Acuna's arm, and then they have the yields on the other two guys. The 0-2, outside wide, 1-2. So Grant trying to work out of this jam right now. 2 hits across in this inning. Runners at second and third. 2 outs. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Blew it right by him, and that'll end the inning. Well, we're still in this sucker. 0-0 your score. We go to the 7th.
I play real sports. Not trying to be the best at exercising. I'm Teddy Powers. I'm the man who has the ball, so that is why I am better than everyone in the world.
On this date, 1905, telegram sent to Ty Cobb by Joe Cunningham, a longtime friend, announced, quote, "Come at once. Stop. Very sorry. Stop. Your father is dead in a shooting accident. Stop. Hurry." Ty Cobb receives a telegram sent by his longtime hometown friend informing him that his father, Professor W.H. Cobb, had been killed in a shooting accident the previous night. The incident will profoundly affect the young life of the 18-year-old Augusta tourist of the South Atlantic League, becoming a sordid affair after the police revealed that his mother pulled the trigger. On this date in 1975 at Shea Stadium, Davey Lopes steals his 32nd consecutive base without being caught, breaking Max Carey's 1922 record in the Dodgers' 2-0 victory over New York. In 1989, Vince Coleman will break the Dodgers second baseman's mark. And on this date in 1992, the Brewers retired number 34 in tribute to Raleigh Fingers, who won the 1981 AL Cy Young Award and AL MVP in the first of his 4 seasons with the club. The handlebar mustache all-star closer, recently inducted into the Hall of Fame, will also be honored by Oakland next season when he joins Catfish Hunter as the franchise's second player to have his jersey number retired. One of these kids is doing his own thing. Grant Holmes, 3 hits allowed, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Cam, 1 hit allowed, 9 strikeouts. No walks, but both of them. 0-0 your score. Ronald Acuna Jr. to the plate. First pitch up and in. 98-mile-an-hour fastball. It's 1-0. He is on pace. If the Braves don't put some pitches on him, he's on pace for a complete game shutout. Upstairs for a strike. And you don't get that much in today's baseball. 1-1 count. Turns and kicks. Down and away, 2-1. The 2-1. Out and away, 3-1. I didn't think there was much of a chance. Once he caught it, I didn't think there was much of a chance that Wells was going to be sent him. He's a catcher. You're not going to send him on Acuna's arm on a shallow fairly shallow hit ball, but that ball was smoked. It looked like it was going to possibly get down. Once Acuna caught it, 3-1. Inside high, ball 4. No, they're going to call that a strike. Acuna's he's not going to challenge it. Remember, Acuna's had some bad challenges. It looked like it was, that's a ball. We're not challenging anything. 3-2, swing, pop up. Maybe that ball's going so fast he doesn't see it, so he's like, I don't know. I don't know if it's a strike or not. I just try to see ball, hit ball, and if I can't see it, I'm not challenging. The payoff pitch. Swing. Falls down and smacks it backwards. That was definitely worth the challenge. I mean, A, it was definitely on the zone, but B, you have 2 left, and if you can get that challenge, you're on first with nobody out to start the inning in a tie ball game in the 7th. The payoff pitch once again, swing, whistles that back to the backstop. Phillies still on top of the Blue Jays. It's 4-2, but still a 2-run game. They're going to the top of the 6th there. Red Sox have taken a 1-run lead over the A's in the 6th. Here it's 0-0 in the 7th. Fast-moving ball game. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Punch out number 10. Should have been the first walk of the game. I think teams, especially the Atlanta Braves, I think they're going to have to hire a coach, and their job is to go over these challenges and talk to the guys after the games, before the games, about where they should and should not challenge and why they should and should not have challenged them. Pitch outside wide for a ball. It's 1-0. I know it's new, but going forward, I think you're going to see teams deploy a coach per team that says your job is simple. You're trying to get us extra strikes and balls. 1-0 pitch down and in, 2. One swing would give us the lead. Right now, Acuna's in the dugout thinking about that last at bat, last strikeout, but he should have a coach coming over to him and showing saying, hey, 2-0 swing, that ball's cranked. High and deep, going back on the track. Zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lam-a ding-dong.
From Plank Road Field, smooth as it gets.
Helter-skelter, 111 miles an hour.
Always smooth, never watered down.
We must win today. Losing is not an option.
393 happy feet, and your Atlanta Braves are taking a 1-run lead. Huge at bat, and just think about it, if Acuna's standing on first, pitch upstairs, misses high and out of the zone, it's 1-0. You get a 2-run lead in a game like this. I'm not saying it's insurmountable, but it feels like it because offenses come in a premium. Challenged pitch there by the Yankees, and he will get it overturned. They've done a really good job in this series challenging pitches, specifically Wells behind the plate. 1 pitch, high and out of the zone. And he's not hitting well. He's got 176 batting averages, 8 home runs, but I guarantee you, I don't get a chance to see a lot of Yankee games, but I guarantee you that's why he's in the lineup, is because he makes the difference behind the plate. The 1-1, outside wide 2. 2-1 count. And in the postseason, you might have to do a thing where Sean Murphy comes in to catch in the late innings, because you don't want Drake behind the plate. It's just it's that simple. The 2-2. I think most games is going to be the DH, but you're also taking the stick out of a good hitter because we know Sean Murphy's his better years are behind him as far as offense. He's an overpaid backup catcher. really good defensively. He can get into one of those. But you can't really ride Sean Murphy like you could earlier in his career. It happens to all catchers. Their knees affect their hitting as the 2-2 misses high 3. Another reason why I say that before too long, you're going to see Drake either as our primary DH or he'll catch like once a week once they figure out the Sean Murphy thing. The payoff pitch, swing, fouls it back. Because there's no doubting Drake Baldwin's our lead hitter. If you keep putting him behind the plate year after year, 4 to 5 times a week, it's going to tear into his offensive ability. It even happened to JT Realmuto, and it looked like he was never going to fade. The payoff pitch, swing lifted, high and deep down the left field line, giving chase at the wall, making the grab. Ramos for out number 2. Maybe 3 or 4 feet away from pay dirt for Money Mike. Man, did he give that a ride. That thing kept carrying and carrying. The wind is blowing out today. At the beginning of the game, it was 10 miles an hour out to right center. And it's 90 degrees at first pitch, a little warmer now. But it looks like the wind is just blowing straight out. And my guess would be from the flags, what I saw the last half inning, 10 to 15 miles an hour, somewhere in that neighborhood. They're coming out and talking to Cam. This may be his last inning. They have ran his pitch count up in this inning. He's at 89 pitches. He's done a great job for the Yankees. You think about how many pitchers they've used the last couple of days in the bullpen. There is a right-hander warming up in the pen. Couldn't see his number. I'm not 100% sure who that is. Dodd is warming up in the Braves pen. I think that was Castro, Kevin Castro, the right-hander. That's who it looks like. So here we go. Nobody on, 2 outs. The Braves have 1 run across, top of the 7th. Ozzie Albies the batter. First pitch, right there, P at the knees. It's 0-1. Curvin Castro. He's got a 1.69 ERA. He's pitching stuff. He's only got a few outings this year, but nonetheless, the 0-1. Swing, slices it back. So an 0-2 count. The 0-2 pitch, swing, chopper on the ground, past Schlittler. Here comes the throw to second, and Ozzie's going to be safe, and they throw it into the dugout. They throw it into the dugout. What in the world was that? Jazz Chisholm doing Jazz Chisholm type things. Ozzie's aboard, and they'll be sending him down to second.
I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz, and no
Double clutched, and at that point he should have just kept it in his pocket. For some reason he threw it anyways. When I say he threw it, he lofted it. He's maybe 7 to 10 feet away from first baseman Garcia. He lofts it high and wide, about 5 to 10 feet over his head and into the dugout. He's looking at his hand like it slipped. I don't know if you can blame your hand. That's one of those things you need a mirror to check your head. Like, what were you thinking? Dominic Smith, the batter, first pitch high and outside the zone. It's 1-0, so we get extra life. Can we make him pay? A base hit would most likely score Ozzie. Braves 1, Yankees nothing, top of the 7th. Braves will face New York tomorrow night, but it'll be the Mets back in Atlanta, 7:15 first pitch. The 1-0 fouls it back. 1. The 1-1 count. Cam looks back, Ozzie. High socks and everything, bringing it. Swing, whistles a 100-mile-an-hour fastball to the plate, and Dominic Smith barely gets a piece of it. It's now 1-2. He's going sinker, cutter, four-seam. 1-2. Got to shorten that swing up and just make contact. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike three. Winding up, you're never going to catch up with that now. Swung at one about 2 inches, maybe 3 out of the zone. We go to the bottom of the 7th here in Braves country, clinging to a 1-run lead. Bottom of the 7th we go. I don't know about y'all, but I can't wait till this game's over with to get a cold one and jump in the pool. Touch some grass, touch some water. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors. For the good guys, no runs, 3 hits, 1 error. What they used to call them in the 90s, back when they outspent everybody, the Evil Empire. The Evil Empire's in Los Angeles nowadays. Who doesn't love the pool, James Ray? What is wrong with you? Best part of the summer is the pool. I mean, and of course, the baseball and air conditioning. Can't have it all at once. I think we're getting it well. That's the problem, is so many of my games interrupt the pool part, and we've had some bad weather. A little bit of a chance of rain, but other than that, smooth sailing the rest of the day. I'll take it. It's been bad. I'll fight that damn rain. Bottom of the 7th inning, and it'll be Dylan Dodd's turn. Like I said, we should have Lee and Iglesias rebounded from their usage. It's the first pitch down and away for a ball. It's 1-0. You also got Diddy, so they could decide, depending on where we are in the order, to deploy Diddy and give either Lee or Iglesias the day off. Swing, fouls it back. 1-1. Yet 3 left-handers due up. They may pinch hit, but right now it's Garcia, Jazz, and Jones. If anybody gets on, the right-handed Lombard. Diddy is warming up. And then McMahon. 1-1 pitch, swing. Pops it up. Should be an easy play. Coasting in. And calling off the Yaz. The Yaz almost ran into Michael. Get out of the way! 1 away. That's the difference in a pro. He heard it and got out of the way. Seen some of these guys run into each other. Not just with the Braves, but doing all these games for all the different teams throughout the summer. You figure that is one thing you would think that all major league fielders would know how to do. Is the first pitch upstairs, misses for a ball, it's 1-0. But the fundamentals across the game have really fallen off. You know, you look at the bad running play by the Braves on Friday night. 1-0, misses high tonight. It's not an Ozzie Albies issue. That's a Major League Baseball issue. They don't harp on the fundamentals like they used to. You just go over it. I mean, it's constant throughout the year. 2-0 pitch, misses high, 3-0. You constantly talk about it in meetings and in the locker room, when you should, when you shouldn't go. It just becomes second nature. A 2-0 pitch. Dodd looking in. High and inside. And he'll walk on down to first. They've had the number wrong on the screen. That's why I keep saying it. I've done that a few times today. I must be borrowing from the Braves out of town production crew. Infield back and to the right. Jones the batter. First pitch on the way, right down the pipe for a strike. It's 0-1. Spencer Jones, 702 OPS, 5 home runs. Youngster. Big prospect in his own right. I know we've talked about Lombard quite a bit this weekend, but Jones, the 0-1 pitch, grabs the outer edge. It's 0-2. That looked like, in fact, it was a ball. We're going to get away with that. Jones did not challenge it at the time. He looked in the screen over the pitcher's eye, batter's eye, in Yankee Stadium, but by then it's too late. The 0-2 flips it over. Keep the runner close by. Standing on deck is Lombard Jr. He's been white hot this weekend. You may get Diddy after Jones, no matter what happens. The 0-2 misses high, 1-2. Sinker nowhere near the zone. He's not really hitting his spots. Right-hander for the Yankees is warmed up. That is Castro. The 1-2 swing and a miss, strike 3. Blew it right by him. And there's 2 down. He's faced his maximum or his minimum batters. So with the right-hander Lombard coming up, you could deploy Diddy, but the Braves may just wing. It looks like Cam's day is definitely over. He got handshakes in the dugout after the inning. So 11 strikeouts today, all with the fastball. How about that? Every single one of the strikeouts. And Weiss is going to come out and get Diddy. So he'll get a handshake and 2 outs. Good job, Dylan Dodd. He did put a runner on, but we'll see if Diddy can get Lombard. Mano-y-mano, rookie versus rookie when we come back. Welcome back. George Lombard Jr. versus Diddy. And the first pitch on the way. Oh, he's going to flip it over to first real quick, keep the runner close by. One to nothing Atlanta. Diddy digging in. The first pitch upstairs. Cooking it 99 miles an hour. It's 0-1. We got our own version of Cam. He's just in the bullpen, the 0-1. Inside. They go around. They check down the line. He did not want to run. Yeah, Adrian, they tossed him, but it was before the ball game, so it wasn't shown. It wasn't like it happened during the broadcast. It was during the warm-ups, or right before the warm-ups, actually, of Cam in the top of the first inning, the 1-1. Outside wide 2-1. And I think he probably did that. That was calculated, and look, I'm fine with it. You need someone to go out there as I've been saying it for a couple of years now. Chris Sale's our only true leader. And unfortunately, we don't have one of those guys in the everyday lineup. The 2-1 pitch. He hit the knees. Bang! 2-2. And when they hit the free agent market next go around, that really needs to be the goal, is to find a guy who's a true leader that's your everyday player. We have too many silent leaders, and look, a team needs those guys too, but we don't have that vocal leader that leads by example. Because you can't use Acuna as an example because he does the wrong thing all the time, and he's pretty quiet off the field. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Punched him out at the top of the zone. We go to the 8th. Here in Braves country, God's country, on a Sunday afternoon.
106 miles to Chicago. We've got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
It's happy hour.
When wins become losses and losses become wins.
You guys going to happy hour? I'll come for a couple. Just a couple, though. Not like last time.
I need a drink. When buying a beer, buying only one beer can cause a misalignment in your spine due to the uneven weight distribution. This can cause unnecessary back pain and potential spine issues. To prevent this, carry 2 beers, ensuring your body is balanced and proper health maintained.
Afternoon, everybody.
Put my pants on, one leg at a time.
Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription...
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country.
Everybody drink a beer. Salute.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to.
This stinks!
Pretty soon we're going to be communist country.
This is total BS!
Oh, yeah. For me and the Lord. You gotta understand it. We're on a mission from God.
I'm on the radio every day!
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me!
And you, music lover, you're next.
You're so drunk you can't hit nothing. In fact, you've probably seen a couple.
I have 2 guns, one for each of you.
Welcome back. First pitch swinging out the gate, and the Yaz is going to be down on a 3-1 putout. Castro, the new pitcher, 1 away. I think the Yaz was excited to face anybody but Cam. It's like, I can see that ball. I'm swinging at the damn thing. Braves lead 1-0, excuse me, top of the 8th. I don't know what the foul means. I must be missing something. Righty-righty matchup. As Austin Riley takes the first pitch upstairs for a strike, it's on 1. 0 for 2 with 2 pop-outs. 0-1. Swing and a miss. 94 upstairs. 0-2. Is that from a movie or is that from a show? YouTube. Okay. Let's see if I can figure that out. The 0-2. Fouls it away. Now, if it's something that's licensed, I won't be able to do it. The 0-2 count. Turns and kicks. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 down. Braves cling to a 1-run lead. You'd like some insurance. I would tend to think, just because the way the lineup sets, we'll probably get Dylan Lee in the 8th. The first pitch swinging, chops it over the first. That's going to be an easy peasy for the Yankees in the top of the 8th defensively. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Braves with a 1-run lead.
You come at the king, you best not miss.
1 strike they count to Gwynn, and the fastball inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. At first, second, and short. And Gooden catches the outside corner with a fastball. So it's 1-2. Curveball and hit foul down the left side.
Giving him an off-speed pitch that he can really handle with a man on third and the infield back, especially through the middle. It's like giving up the run.
Goes back to the fastball, and it's fouled into the stands. So
shortstop or to the second baseman.
And the fastball for a ball. It's 2-2. And again, the fastball. That puts the count at 3-2. And as you pointed out, Rusty, he does not strike out often. Got caught looking yesterday. 3-2 pitch, and it's hit down the line. It's foul. 3-2. 3-2 curveball out of the strike zone. So Gooden wins that one.
This portion of the show is being brought to you by our mystery sponsor, a product that is so good that they're paying us to keep anyone from associating it with this program.
Just a bit outside. Ball 4. Ball 8.
On many summer day, I played baseball starting at 8 in the morning, running home at noon for a quick meal, and again with fielding and batting till it was too dark to see the ball. These were times when my head seemed empty of everything but baseball names and figures. I could name the players who led in batting and fielding, and the pitchers who had won the most games. And I had my opinions about who was better than anybody else in the national game. Carl Sandburg.
Welcome in whoever joined the Country Club off of that. Welcome to the Country Club. Braves lead it 1-0. First pitch on the way from the Diddy is high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. It looks like they're going to try to get through this with Diddy Fuentes. It's McMahon, Wells in the back to the top of the order with Grisham. Is the 1-0 inside 2-0. I haven't seen them peer into the bullpen yet. You would think Lee could be available, but they may wait till they absolutely need him because they're going to try to give at least one of them a day off so they can use them tomorrow in the Mets series when they may give Diddy the day off or whatever. 2-1 count. That's why when you have a deep bullpen during a 162-game season, it's key because you don't have to keep relying on the same guys. 2-1 swing, fouls it away, 2-2. It's also why I thought Atlanta was going to add at least one top-tier reliever. They did not. They did add Suter. He's fine for a left-hander, but he's more of a guy you go to in extra innings if you're forced, or 6th, 7th inning guy, the 2-2. Swing, fouls away. Come postseason, I get that he's got more experience, but I would have much more faith in the back end of Dodd coming in than Suter from the left side of the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. It looked like they have Paul Blackburn warming up in the bullpen for the Yankees. The Yankees are still trying to chase this one down. Good to see you, Iron Lung. Evidently, the Yankees do chase wins. We don't do none of that nonsense. We're not around here to chase wins, by God. First pitch on the way. Start off the at-bat to Wells. Is outside wide for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. I love the way when they say that, they make it sound like you're a dope for expecting them to. The 1-0 pitch, swing, pops it up. High in the sky into center. Harris is underneath it for out number 2. But when they would say, they don't say it as much anymore. They don't word it that way, but when they would say, we don't chase wins, we're not going to chase wins, they say it like you're stupid to think that they should be trying to win the ball. You're like, dude, could you tell me before I head up to the ballpark that you don't care about winning this ball game? I'll see you tomorrow. Trent Grisham. At the plate, top of the order, first pitch swinging, belted, high and deep, and that's a tie ball game. Bing, bang, that's gone. No doubter on that one. So not going to the left-hander cost the Braves. And we're back to square one. That ball was drilled. They say 392. I think it was much farther than the one that was hit by him. Definitely left quicker than the one that was hit by Olsen. That ball was smoked. 98 miles an hour over the center part of the plate. I mean, right in his wheelhouse. Yeah, that ball definitely went farther than that. That's 392, and Olsen's was Olsen's was not farther than that. First pitch on the way is outside wide for a ball. It's 1-0. So back to the drawing board. 1-0. Right there at the knees. 1-1. Braves 1, Yankees 1. Outside wide, 2-0. We talked about it before, but when they bring him out for that second inning, he normally has at least one gaff, and there you go. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 2-2. But that's the jargon you'll get post-game on why they left him in if he loses this game. They'll go, well, we had to give 7 of our 8 relievers the day off today. The 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3, got out of it, but not really. Yankees have tied it up. Brand new ball game. We go to the 9th inning here in Braves country.
We're a team. One person struggles, we all struggle. One player triumphs, we all triumph.
Well, since when are you the quitting kind?
I don't know, I just don't see the point anymore.
Want to talk about our opponent? In this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself.
They're bigger, faster, stronger, and on paper, they're just better, and they know it too. But I want to tell you something that they don't know. They don't know your heart. I do. I've seen it. You have shown it to me. You have shown yourselves just exactly who you are when you take that field. You've got to lay that heart on the line. From the soles of your feet, with every ounce of blood you've got, lay it on the line, and if you do that, you cannot lose. We cannot be defeated. How you play today, from this moment on, is how you will be remembered.
Hey! What's this lying around? Well, what was supposed to do, you moron? What? Over? Did you say over? Where's the spirit? Where's the guts? Huh? Ooh.
We're afraid to go with you. We might get in trouble. Well, just kick my ass from now on. Not me. I'm not gonna take this.
This is your opportunity to rise from these ashes and grab glory.
Nothing is over until we decide it is. Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? Hell no! And it ain't over now. Because when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Who's with me?
Could fight him with conventional weapons. That could take years. I think we have to go all out. Want to talk about our opponent?
He's a dead man!
This situation absolutely requires our opponent.
Dead!
A really futile and stupid gesture be done on somebody's part. Our opponent.
Dead!
We're just the guys to do it.
Let's go!
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Excuse me. Gotta take my first step toward the Hall of Fame.
And this crowd's back into it now. Personally, I think we got hosed on that call.
Welcome back. 1-1 your score. Yankees have just tied it up with a solo shot. As we head to the top of the 9th inning. And it is Blackburn coming on. First pitch on the way. Drake Baldwin takes it down the pipe. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Kicks and fires, swing. Chopper off the plate. It's 0-2. Glacius is warming up in the pen. The 0-2 pitch. Swing, rolls it down the line, foul. You wonder, do they go to him if we don't get the lead, or will they have someone else go in and save him for possible extra innings? You go either way. I think Medeiros would be a candidate in extra innings. The 0-2. Swing, rolls it on the ground softly. Little dribbler, and it's going to be a 3-1. Drake now 0 for 4 on the day. One away. One up, one down. Ron Acuna Jr. coming to the plate. Righty. First pitch, swing. Dribbles it over to short, and he barely gets out of the box. Kind of walks down the line. Easy peasy, 2 down. Matt Olson. It's been the Matt Olson show. The 1 run, it was Matt Olson's solo shot his last time up in the 7th. Can he carry this team once again? 34 home runs on the year, 72 RBI, and 897 OPS. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch swinging, pops it back foul, out of play. Down the left field side, it's 0-1. Phillies look like they're on their way to a W. 5-2 over Toronto, so they're going to avoid the sweep unless Kirkring can figure it out. I have faith in Leon Kirkring. Every time he comes in, it seems like they blow the lead. The 0-1 pitch. Outside wide. 2-1. If Olsen does get on, Harris stands on deck. Good to see you, Edward. The 1-1 pitch. Swing. Hammers it down the line, foul. 1-2. You didn't hear it earlier. Our magic number is going to be one of our emojis for your country club numbers. So you'll know it every day going into the game. Is the 1-2 in the dirt, 2-2. 2-2 count. Blackburn comes set. Pitch on the way, caught looking, strike 3. Looks like he wants to challenge. He's not going to. Is he going to let him challenge it? At least, okay. Now he is going to. Why is he challenging that? Woo-wee!
Wrong, wrong, wrong.
Good
wrong,
night, Irene.
Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong.
My kids, they don't help either, you know. My kids, they're real smart kids I got, you know. Yeah. But the other day I told my kid, I said, someday you'll have children of your own. He said, so will you.
Hey, Braves Country, I'm Mac McGee. Join us for Pitch by Pitch, Play by Play, the classic call of Braves Country baseball. We're bringing you Atlanta Braves baseball all year long. Jump into our pregame show, Braves Country Today, just before first pitch. Stick around for the postgame show, Braves Country Tonight, where we will open up the phone lines and react to your calls or your comments all year long. That's Braves Country Radio, pitch by pitch, play by play, your home for the classic call of Braves Country baseball.
Look at that! The Hendersons are getting a new fence.
Ah, who cares? They're swingers.
I want a new fence.
Need a home loan fast? At the American Bank of Los Santos, we'll help you get the debt you need to make life easier. We'll show you how to look richer and be poorer. You need to impress people fast, not in 20 years. It's only a risk if you get into money troubles or the economy changes. Call American Bank of Los Santos. Now that the kids have moved out and have drug problems of their own, maybe it's time to install a luxury marble wet bar so you can get drunk in private. American Bank of Los Santos. Why worry about tomorrow if you look inadequate today? Armchair.
Past 2 weeks, you've been reading about a bad brag. Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. That I might have been given a bad break, but I've got an awful lot to live for.
Bill Iglesias is going to come on. They will not wait until the 9th. Excuse me, the extra innings. They're going to try to keep it right here and then turn it over to whoever in the 10th inning, hopefully. Righty-righty matchup to start the inning. First pitch swinging, and that ball is drilled towards center. But right there is Michael Harris' second one away. I think I would prefer, look, as much as I'd like to win this game, I think I'd prefer for him not to go multiple innings no matter how quickly he gets in or out of this inning, because he's thrown quite a bit the last few days, not counting yesterday. And you don't want to start wearing this guy down heading towards the back stretch. First pitch is outside wide for a ball. It's 1-0. It's easy for us to say right now, no, let's get the win. But the grand scheme of things, this game isn't as big as having him fresh for the back stretch run. Is 1-1. Evens up the count there. Pitch below the knees. Two and 1. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him. 2 down. Remember on Friday night, if you were with us, he threw 31, 32 pitches. That's a lot for a reliever. First pitch to Jazz Chisholm. Righty-lefty matchup, infield back into the right. The first pitch is a check swing strike. It's 0-1. Drops it down below the knees. 1-0. 1-1. Sizzling it up there, 1-2. Working very quickly. Is that a challenge by Jazz? If so, he's going to lose it. It is a challenge.
Wrong.
85-90% of that ball in the zone. Wrong. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. He'll have just 10 pitches in the books, but we'll see if he's available for the 10th. Braves and the Yankees tied up at 1 when we return here in Braves country. Mac McGee
and we're on the same team.
The Country Club for Braves Country Radio.
And we need more players. We need you to help us win the battle against hunger and poverty. You can sponsor
Braves Country Radio.
Teamwork is what
The Country Club for Braves Country Radio
is all about. And that's why we need you. For just $15 a month,
don't get greedy. Ask for $3.99.
You can sponsor a child just like
Braves Country Radio.
I've been able to really help
Braves Country Radio.
And it feels so good. It's so easy. Just reach out now and start sending your love around the world.
The Country Club for Braves Country Radio.
To join our team, we really can bat 1,000.
Mac McGee.
Who's waiting for help. There's room on our team for you.
Did I tell y'all I had faith in Orion Kirkering? It's 5-5. He's blown a 3-run lead in the 8th inning. Toronto has tied it up with Philadelphia. I hate to laugh at a guy, but man, he's not what the Phillies thought he was going to be, and still kind of think that he is in the back of that bullpen. Michael Harris will lead us off. Hassan Kim is going to be the runner at second for Matt Olson. Ooh. If we come back around, we just took our best stick out of the game. But anyways, hopefully that doesn't come into play, and we all have a Merry Christmas. Righty-lefty matchup. Harris the batter, first pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Pumping it right by him. It's 0-1. Blackburn is still out there. Yes, Kim is at second, Scott. The 0-1. Swing! That ball is cranked down the right field line. Bending, just foul. If it stays straight, it's going to go up against the wall, maybe even over the wall. Jones would have never gotten there in time. And it's an 0-2 count. Man, did he smoke that ball. The 0-2. Kicks it outside. Changeup misses. 1-2. Now you got 2 strikes. You've got to shorten up that swing because your main goal is to get Kim to third. No matter how you do it. Make good contact and pull the ball to the right side of the infield. The 1-2. Outside wide, 2-2. He's gone sinker, changeup, which is the one that was drilled down the line. Then a changeup off the plate, a curveball now off the plate. Standing on deck is Ozzie. Dominic Smith is in the hole. The 2-2. Outside, swing. Peppers that down the line, thankfully foul. That was one that Michael should have spit on. Ozzie on deck. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Harris is 0 for 3. Kim is at second as the ghost runner in for Olsen. The 2-2. Swing, rips it up the middle, and that ball's going to get through to center field, right center field, and your Atlanta Braves take a 1-run lead. Good piece of hitting there by Money Mike. He did shorten up his swing, and he smokes it through the hole.
What they know about that?
God bless you, Mike. Keep your game tight.
Never know. You know what I'm saying? I got a little razzle dazzle.
Stayed straight with it. Even if that ball gets got by Jazz, Kim's going to get to third, but instead it's 2-1 good guys. And Harris, good speed, stands at first, and they may send him. Ozzie Albies the batter, first pitch high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. We'd love to see a drop here. The infield is back and to the right. Third baseman McMahon, he's playing pretty even with the bag, so a good bunt would definitely work here. The 1-0. Quick flip over to first, and Harris almost got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. Thankfully, Garcia, ball popped in and out of his glove, and he's safe by a mile. He was leaning. Braves 2, Yankees 1. Remember, tomorrow is Braves versus the Metropolitans. 7 o'clock Eastern will come on the air maybe a little bit before, and 7:15 first pitch. The 1-0 swing, golfed out to right center field. Underneath it is Grisham, and he'll flip it back into the infield. 1 away. No real chance for Harris to advance even if he was tagging up. So still looking for that big out because Medeiros is warming up in the pen, by the way. Cruz is warming up in the pen for the Yankees. Dominic Smith looking for a base hit here. Now you can't play small ball as the first pitch outside wide for a ball. Down and away, it's 1-0. In theory, you could bunt, but you're not going to bunt with Smith. You're looking for base hits now. Keeping an eye on Harris as he's dancing back and forth at first. A 1-0 pitch. Outside wide. 2-0 count. Smith, he's probably the happiest man to see Cam sit on the bench. He is 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. The 2-0. Swing. Pops it back foul to the 1. Game 3 of a 3-game set. Braves trying to avoid the sweep after coming off an 8-game winning streak. The ebbs and flows of a Major League Baseball season. Now it looks like Kenley's warming up in the pen now. Yeah, it's Kenley now. Medeiros was standing up, but now it's Kenley warming up. The 2-1. So we got to get some wins. The 2-1 pitch. Outside wide, 3-1. They call that a strike? Terrible call. Third base umpire Merzel, who was an absolute clown show behind the plate yesterday, continues his circus down there at third. Remember, he was the one that called the balk. Yeah, that's a bad call. That is a terrible call. Nothing you can do except maybe charge the third base line. The 2-2. So now he's got to get defensive with 2 strikes. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw comes down to second base, and Michael Harris is out. So it's a strike him out, throw him out, and just like that, the Braves worked themselves out of what would have been a very profitable inning. We go to the bottom of the 10th, clinging to the 1-run lead here in Braves country.
For about 70 cents, you can buy a can of soda, regular or diet. For about 70 cents, you can also buy a cup of coffee. For about 70 cents, you can buy a pack of gum. plain or sugarless. For
13 cents a day.
You can buy
The Country Club for Braves Country Radio. They challenged that throw down to second. It was, I don't know why. He was out by a mile. We did not win the challenge. Braves 2, Yankees 1. We go to the bottom of the 10th, and they are going to bring Kenley in. Yeesh. He's done okay in these situations, but he's not what you want because you're going to have the ghost runner on, and he's not what you would consider a power pitcher that can blow the doors off a batter and get a strikeout. He can strike you out, but to me, he's just Colin McHugh 2.0. He basically has two main pitches, two main effective pitches, and he's really a guy that's built for the middle innings. He throws the slider 69% of the time, so whether you want to compare him to Colin McHugh or Pierce Johnson, but that's who he is. When your soft stuff is the main pitch you throw, the four-seamer comes in at just 16% of the time. That's just to keep you honest. Curveball 15% of the time. And you got a left-hander in Jones coming to the plate. And here we go. Righty-lefty matchup, and Kenley quickly turns back to chase the runner back to second. Jazz Chisholm with good speed is the ghost runner. First pitch on the way. Swing. Chops it down the line, foul. It's 0-1. The 0-1 count. Turns and kicks. Swing. Pops it up. Got underneath that slider. Can of corn. And Ozzy's underneath it. He'll make the catch, and that's a huge out, number one. Now you got to start looking at, will Jazz Chisholm try to steal third? I'm trying to get the action cam on for you so you can see the whole field. But if it doesn't work, I have to go right back to behind the plate because I want y'all to see what's going on. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way, upstairs. This is high, it's 1-0. It's not working, so we'll just go back to that's as close as we're going to get as the batter. It's one of those bugs they haven't worked out yet. The 1-0 count. Brings it. Swing, fouls it back, 1-1. Strikeout would be enormous, obviously, but any kind of an out because as long as Jazz stays at second, it's going to take a base hit to beat you. Now, if he steals third, different story, but Lombard Jr., the youngster up at the plate, the 1-1, high and inside, 2-1. Little brushback pitch to keep him honest. And obviously Lombard has never seen Kenley. and vice versa. Standing on deck is McMahon. The 2-1 pitch. Swing, smoke down the third base line. Riley's got it. Fires it to first, and the Braves are 1 out away from putting this one in the books. So big out number 2. That ball was scalded. Atom ball. And Jazz had to stay put because the ball was hit to the left side of the infield, which means a sharp hit to the outfield could keep them off the board. McMahon, a tough veteran from the left side, stands at the plate. 2-1 your score, 2 outs. First pitch on the way. Inside. Ball misses. It's 1-0. Braves are back in action tomorrow night. 7 o'clock Eastern right here on Braves Country Radio. 7:15 first pitch. 1-0. Check swing, 1-1. 1-1 count. You're going to get Elder and Perez in the next series. The way they've been doing it, maybe Molly. And then that would give Sale an extra day off again. 1-1. Swing, smokes it down the first baseline. Foul. 1-2. Yankees are down to the last strike. I'll tell you what a series this has been. Win, lose, or draw, this has been a hell of a series. Every game's came down to the final innings. 1-run games. Braves lost the first 2. The first one in extras. 1-2 pitch. Kenley digging in. Giving it everything he's got. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Braves win. Braves win. Your Atlanta Braves win.
Loser! 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 Do you see what you get when you mess with the Warrior?
Whiskey for my men, beer for my horses. Atlanta Braves win a tough one, 2-1. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for your Atlanta Braves. 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error for the New York Yankees. Game ball. Team effort in this one, that's for sure. You know what? What the hell? Let's give it to Tyler Kenley. Tyler Kenley has had some ups, he's had some downs, but he stepped up in a big way. A clean 1-2-3 inning and a punch out to end the game. Let's give it to Tyler Kenley. You also got to give a tip of the cap, excuse me, to Matt Olson with the big home run. And of course the big RBI by Michael Harris knocking Kim home. And your Atlanta Braves two, Yankees 1, and time for the MVPs. Sleepy Toe getting into the action. Sin good, been good. And our MVP today, Scotty B. Dumping in 10 memberships. Sin good with 5. So a total of 16 total with Sleepies. Pretty good day all in all, and the Braves avoid the sweep. We get our 71st win And the Blue Jays and Phillies are going into the 9th inning. It's 5-5 there, but right now our magic number is 36. Of course, if they lose, it'll be 35. We'll update it for you country club members. It'll be changed on the emoji each day, so you'll always know. And if I get a chance, I'll also post about it here on our post. But right now, the magic number goes to 36, and we'll see what happens in Philly. Hopefully, Kirkering's still pitching. We'll see you next time. Y'all have a great one.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
It is the American game. That's just what it is. And actually, I can feel like I'm 15 when I'm talking baseball. I'm watching baseball. This is it. It does this. It can do this to any. It brings you back.
Goodbye, sweetheart, well, it's time to go. We're back tomorrow with another show. Well, unless we're fired, we'll talk to you then. Goodbye, sweetheart, goodbye. Goodbye.
Guys and gals, it's time to go. We'll see you on the next show.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's closing time, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a great one. On your way out, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to tip your favorite bartender. We'll see you. I'm Mac McGee, signing off for Braves Country Radio.